Hi folks, Jesse Bayer here, founder of Abundant Living Ecuador, a real estate and relocation services firm based out of Loja in the south of the country. Thanks for tuning in. Today is Friday, January 19th, 2018. Happy New Year. If you want to check us out, go to our website, A as in Apple, B as in boy, Ecuador.com, abecuador.com. This is a video today on resident visas in Ecuador, how to apply for a visa in Ecuador. They changed the law, so January 2017, a new immigration law was implemented, was passed, or was signed into law. It took them about 10 months, 9, 10, 11 months to really get that fully implemented and operational. It's now been implemented and operational for the last few months, and so we can really talk about it in a meaningful way at this point. Okay, so this is a bit of an addendum as well. I made a previous video on this. This is obviously more up to date. All right. First things first, Ecuador is not a difficult country to immigrate to. They set a pretty low bar. It is not difficult to qualify for one of the several options for visas, for resident visas. That being said, the bureaucracy can be a pain in the butt. Latin America in general is known for its bureaucracy. Ecuador, unfortunately, falls within that category. So the bureaucracy can be a pain. We offer a full package, a full relocation services package. However, that's only for this region, and that helps you with everything, not just the visa, all sorts of stuff. So whether you're using us or whether you're using somebody else who just wants to help you with the visa or is in a different region or whatever, I definitely recommend that you hire somebody. It will make your life easier. You will avoid pitfalls, and you will hopefully get your visa without too much hassle. Okay. Let's start with traveling here as a tourist, okay? So you want to come to Ecuador, you don't have a visa, you have a passport. As long as your passport has 6 months of validity remaining, you can come here without a visa from any country in the world with the exception of 12. I have a blog here that I just finished writing today, which I will publish today as well, but I have those countries here. So if you're traveling on a passport from any of these countries, you need to get a visa prior to your arrival. If you don't, you can come visa-free, and you've got 90 days of visa-free tourist time in Ecuador. Those countries are Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Kenya, Nepal, Nigeria, Pakistan, Somalia, Senegal, Cuba, and North Korea. Okay. Once you're here, you can obviously be here for 90 days, as we discussed. You have another 90-day extension as a tourist. Now we're still talking. Another 90-day extension, so you can be 180 days. And there's another 180-day extension, a special tourist visa that you can apply for after that. So 90 days just on a passport, another 90-day tourist visa extension, and then a 180-day special tourist visa extension. For that one, though, you have to have health insurance, prove health insurance. You also have to prove that you have enough money to be here to support yourself for that period of time. You do that through bank statements, through showing bank statements. You need to show the equivalent of 1 month of Ecuadorian minimum wage per month that you're here. So just under $400 a month currently right now. Okay. Now you've been here, resident visas. So there's two ways to apply for a resident visa. You can apply for a resident visa through the embassy in wherever you are, or of course you can apply in country in Ecuador. Okay, there's several options. For all of the options, you will need the following documents. You will need proof of health insurance. You will need state and federal, or if you're somewhere else, national and provincial, or whatever, depending on what country you're from, criminal history, and you will need a marriage certificate if you're applying as a married couple. Those documents you need for any of these visas. Ecuador no longer requires a birth certificate, however, I recommend having one on hand as well. Okay. Another thing to keep in mind throughout this video is that for all paperwork in Ecuador, any document for legal use in Ecuador has to be translated, notarized, and apostilled. Translated, notarized, and apostilled. Legalized for use in Ecuador. That's the process. Okay. 4 visa options, essentially. One thing. So, again, you need health insurance for all these options. You also All of these options that I'm about to go over apply for both the 2-year temporary resident visa, which is what you have to now apply for first. So 2-year temporary resident visa, which after 21 months, you will then apply for a permanent resident visa. And this also applies for the permanent resident visa, which again, you'll apply for towards the end of that, towards the conclusion of those first 2 years that you hold the temporary resident visa. Okay, 4 visa options which cover just about every possible case. 99% of people is investor visa, pensioner visa, professional visa, and what I'm calling the rentier visa or rental income visa. So investor, pensioner, professional, rental income. Okay. What are the requirements outside of the ones we already discussed? Okay. So for the investor visa, you can qualify a few different ways. You can buy real estate, property, $30,000 in municipal assessed value. So any property that has an assessed value by the municipio of at least $30,000, and we can have an assessed value increased if necessary, but within $30,000 or more qualifies you for the investor visa. Other option, bank CD. $26,250 of value in a bank CD, and interest rates here currently are very high. You can get between 4 and all the way up to 8.5%, or even higher if you're willing to take a little risk with a co-op on a bank CD. So bank CD held by the central bank that also backs your visa. 2 things to keep in mind for this. If you're buying the real estate, your visa is attached to your title. So keep that in mind if you're going to sell or anything like that. In the case of the CD, your CD backs the visa, so you have to hold the CD for the duration. The money's yours, the interest is yours, you get all that, of course. You can recoup that at any time, but it backs your CD, or it backs your visa, excuse me. Okay, other way is a business, so you can open a business or you can buy a business, $30,000 minimum to do that, and that gets you the visa. Let's see, am I missing anything here on the investor? No, that's it. Okay, the only thing with the investor visa that you have to keep in mind is that you have to show enough money again to support yourself. So you have to show monthly, you have to show 3 bank statements that show that you're having Ecuadorian minimum wage coming into your account each month. Again, just under $400 currently each month in income so that you can support yourself while you're here. Okay, next is the pensioner visa. Pretty simple. As an individual, $800 per month gets you improved lifetime pension benefits, so Social Security, whatever, gets you the pensioner's visa. Add $100 a month if you're a couple. So you get a pensioner benefit letter, and you can prove it that way. Okay, next is the professional visa. Another great option. Bachelor degree or higher. Bachelor level degree or higher qualifies you for the professional visa. All you have to do is check if your school is on the list of approved universities and colleges. I'll put that in the link. And if it is, you can apply for the professional visa. Now, if your school's not on the list, then you have to jump through a couple of hurdles. More or less, you need you need a statement from the university explaining what kind of student you are, etc. And you can try to get your school added to the list. Usually, they will do that. And you apply for the professional visa. Now, for the professional visa, you also need to show that you have the same income, so that just under $400 a month in bank that you can show in bank statements. And of course, you need your diploma. That's another piece of paperwork you have to provide for that visa. Okay, last one is the rental income visa. For the rental income visa, you go back to that $800 number. So $800 per month in income, plus $100 if per dependent. So dependent means spouse, children, whatever. Plus $100 per dependent qualifies you for the rentier visa or the rental income visa. Now, you can do that through business income also. So if you have a business elsewhere, if you have rental income, as long as you can prove it through a lease in the case of rental income, as long as you can prove it, you can qualify that way as well. So this is a new option for people. It's an excellent option as well. So yeah, the only additional forms you would need for that is the proof of the income. So again, a lease or whatever it is. Okay. So again, you've applied now. You're good. You got your 2-year temporary resident visa. You are here. you do have travel restrictions, okay? So year number 1, you can only leave the country for 90 days. Year number 2, again, 90 days. Now, that doesn't mean fiscal year, or that doesn't mean calendar year. That means from the date you get your visa, 12 months. 90 days out of the country year 1, 90 days out of the country year 2. Okay, year 3, so now you're a permanent resident. You've done this basically the same application process to become a permanent resident. Year 3, you can leave for 180 days, and then after 180 days, and then after year 4, okay, so 90 days year 1, 90 days year 2, 180 days year 3, 180 days year 4, sorry, so 90, 90, 180, 180, so now you're through 4 years. After 4 years, you can leave for up to 5 years without ever stepping foot in the country and maintain residency. Okay, let's see, anything else I want to touch on before I wrap up? I think that pretty much covers it. Oh, citizenship, yeah. So if you want to apply for Ecuadorian citizenship, some people want the passport. You can do so after 3 years of residency. Although for that one, you can only have been out of the country a maximum of 180 days for the 3 years. So you can only have traveled 180 days for those 3 years, and then you can apply for citizenship. What else? I think, there's tips and advice, but I can get to that in another video. Those are the basics for how to apply for a resident visa in Ecuador. Again, I'm Jesse Bayer of Abundant Living Ecuador. Check us out at abecuador.com. If you're in the States and Canada, 888-999-0948. I hope this video was helpful. Please like, share, comment, all that good stuff, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.